Tonight, we just got a new batch of this Epstein material, 328 pages, newly unsealed documents containing, you know what, their depositions, their documents and pleadings and part of the case, okay? But what are we looking for? Names, all right? I have something that I wish everybody had. No, that's not true, because then I wouldn't have my competitive advantage. I have Misty Marris, okay? Attorney who has that forensic touch when it comes to understanding these kinds of things. Thank you for putting your brain to this game. Happy New Year. It's good to have you.
Yes, you too.
So, of course, way too much material.
Yeah.
But in doing a cull, where you were doing your keywords and trying to see what's there, what jumped out at you that we're going to be hearing about?
Yeah, so I've been pouring through this, and I got to say, Chris, the first thing, I hate that this is being called a list. This is discovery in a civil action. No, you said it is not a list. You said it is documents relating to a civil action. It's part of discovery. So it is contentious issues between the parties about what's going to be exchanged and who's going to be deposed. That being said, let's dive into this new 300-plus page.
And you're not saying that because it's semantics.
No.
It's a distinction with a difference for you, because it's also not about people who were doing what he was doing or helping him do it.
Correct.
It's not like just laid out like that and investigators just didn't decide to do anything.
Absolutely. We're talking about names that may have come up. They may have been somehow tangentially related. Some may have been business associates, all different relationships in the sphere of Jeffrey Epstein. And a lot of times when you're reading the deposition, did you know this person? No. Did you see this person? No. So the name is there, but the context really, really matters. So here, I do think this is going to be one of the most buzzed about areas that comes from this 300-plus page document dump, is Sharon Churcher. Now, this is a name we've heard before. She's a journalist, and she worked with Virginia Giuffre to publish articles starting back in 2011. So these documents relate to a discovery dispute about whether or not Sharon has to turn over documents, evidence, and sit for a deposition, arguing she wasn't acting as a journalist, she was acting as a friend, that she helped coach Giuffre into developing these stories. And in fact, Chris, she's copied on emails to the DOJ. She's copied on emails to the FBI going back to 2011. So why does this matter? Well, it relates to some of the people that we've been hearing about a lot, like Bill Clinton. A note in here, and a section relating to Vanity Fair, the article that we know was ultimately published that spurred a lot of the intense media surrounding this. And in here, it talks about how Bill Clinton went to Vanity Fair and said, do not publish something about Jeffrey Epstein. Well, does it say that, though? Because it really doesn't say who said that, how she knows that, where that came from. The first line is, I researched Vanity Fair. And all of this is in the context of, how are we going to drop these names to generate interest in the book? And that's why I think this is indicative of what we're speaking about. And
the headlines that you're going to see that say Bill Clinton interceded for Jeffrey Epstein, single quote on each side of it, says so-and-so, when really that's not even going to be accurate, but it will drive the headline mill, just like the whole Bill Clinton likes him young thing that came out, which was a double hearsay, wasn't it?
Double hearsay. It is something that someone said to the witness who was being deposed. So never would be admissible in court. I'm a defense lawyer, so I am very passionate about all of this, especially when it comes to this information and how it's misconstrued. But that being said, obviously disturbing information in here, obviously disturbing issues relating to these victims. I agree with you and your analysis that law enforcement's had this for a long time. We're learning new stuff. We're learning more about this case. We're learning more about Jeffrey Epstein's overall web and presence. But you know, there aren't any other co-conspirators who have been charged. We don't know what else was viewed by law enforcement under that perspective. This is a civil case, and we're learning more and more, and it's really important to just understand where it's all coming from and how it would play out. And in a civil case, discovery, real broad. What's admissible in court is always a bit more narrow.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.